prepared a couple of slides. I'm not going to do the full pitch, etc., etc. Of course, I'm going to state what we are actually doing, but I also want to. I was asked to share a little bit the journey and what we're doing, but also especially the challenges. And I think especially the younger startups here, the early stages, you will run into the same challenges, or at least very similar challenges. So I will try to make a kind of a comprehensive presentation. So, HydroNeo, smart farm solutions to drive productivity, profitability, and at the same time, sustainability. How did it all start? So, don't tell my marketing co-founder that I created my own slides. You can see it completely ugly, but you will understand my point at least. A traditional chicken farm. What do we see? Quite messy, no technology. If you now go further to nowadays, this is how a chicken farm, a professionally run chicken farm looks like. Nobody is questioning technology. It has sensors, ammonia sensors in the air. It has a high pressure inside of the warehouse, factory, whatever you say, this building, so that no pathogens can get in, but the high air pressure is actually pushing them out. Air conditioning system. To some extent, they live more luxurious than most of our startup founders. So, if you now go to shrimp farming, this is traditional shrimp farming. But today, it still looks the same. We have, of course, we saw some pictures earlier on, a couple of like super modern, high-tech farms, but they are the absolute minority in the field. We have in Thailand roughly somewhere between 7,000 unofficial numbers and 25,000 official numbers shrimp farms, and most of them look like this. So survival rates, as we already heard, 60% is absolutely normal and is accepted. It shouldn't be accepted. In chicken farming, from here to here, in chicken farming, survival rate worse than 95% is considered horrible. But in shrimp, we accept that 60% is okay. No, it's not. From an animal welfare point, it's horrible. But also for the farmer's perspective, profitability, livelihood of the families, horrible. So we need to change it. How do we do that? Or this is actually why HydroNeo was created, why I founded HydroNeo, being the trusted partner of aquaculture industry by providing tailor-made solutions to create value for customers and the environment. Because I learned at the end, what most of the companies are doing in aquaculture is not rocket science. We are not SpaceX. We are actually taking things, IoT technology, we're taking software capabilities and bring it to an industry that was just neglected for 20, 30 years from technology companies. So this is actually how it started. Nowadays, I'm a farmer myself, and I'm running HydroNeo as a tech startup here in Thailand. The idea, just to say it very quickly, started with me wanting to create my own shrimp farm in Germany. So in 2016-17, so I looked a lot into how to do shrimp farming, and then I realized raising shrimp and warm water species in a cold country makes absolutely no sense. Because I studied business, which means I can do everything. I decided to just found a tech startup, and I knew it was crazy, idiotic, naive, or maybe super brave. The future, the outcome will show what of that it was. However, doesn't matter. We are here now in Thailand. I have now a great team of also 3 co-founders. One is missing, obviously the CTO. Like computer people are rather shy for the pictures. But we have a great team now here in Bangkok, and actually our team consists out of 30 people nowadays. Super proud to say almost 45% female and 11 nationalities. I think for a tech company, and especially also in the agricultural aquaculture sector, that is quite unusual. I came to Thailand at the end of 2019 because I was invited to participate in the Space F Accelerator program. So a little bit similar to maybe some of you, I just tried it out through an event like the one today. And then I got caught in Thailand, let's be honest, because COVID started. So I said, okay, I'm going to stay another 6 months. And then COVID was something bigger than what we expected. So I stayed another 6 months. And when COVID was over, I had, I think, 10 staff here. And I said, okay, now I'm here in Iran, so let's continue doing it. We are supported by the BOI and the NIA. So BOI means we are allowed as a foreign company, as foreigners actually have a company here in Thailand, which is on the one hand great, but now I want to throw in the first challenge. I have seen some Thai startups here, and when I heard how much money they received from the Thai government for doing things that we are also doing, I was like, this is also one of the challenges. Depending on your nationality, you get treated a little bit differently. Sometimes better, sometimes unfortunately not as good when it comes to financials. But doesn't matter, we're getting support from the GSMA, for example, the Thai Union Group. Thai Union Group is focusing, or is having a project called the Low Carbon Shrimp Project, where we are one of the official farm interventions, they call it, to lower the carbon footprint of shrimp, to sell at the premium price in the US. Anyways, jumping ahead, because I'm realizing I'm already talking far too much, or far too long. What we're actually doing is a comprehensive smart farm management system. We have our app solution as well as an IoT system for water quality monitoring and automation. We're enabling operational excellence, and then through real-time monitoring and automation, we make the farm much more efficient. You see a couple of our farm digitalization tools with logbook, you can track the feed, anything actually, AI shrimp sizing feature that is going to be released very soon. We are having a market price prediction so that the farmer can much better decide on when to harvest, because right now farmers, how do they make a decision? They maximize revenue. So I grow the shrimp as big as I can, and as soon as I start having problems, I will stop or I will harvest. And we are saying, no, you should actually go for profit maximization. This is like all of these kind of things, small things that can already help farmers a lot. With our IoT system, self-developed, we call it the mini controller. We're getting the guessing and the gut feeling out, and we make farming a data-driven management practice or a profession at the end. With alerts about oxygen levels, pH levels, etc., etc. We are the market leader here in Thailand with several hundred and mid-triple-digit number of ponds operating our systems. We are sending per month roughly 1,500 low oxygen alerts. And this number should actually just show you that the farmers, the most advanced farmers are using our technology, because they're adopting, they're innovative, etc., etc. And even they still have oxygen problems. In my opinion, massively underestimated topic, water quality. There's a couple of famous scientists that said, as a farmer, you shouldn't raise shrimp, you should manage water. Because if you have a good water quality, the shrimp will thrive. So if you have bad water quality, you will get diseases. And then nothing in the world actually helps you, because even if you fight the disease, it will not help if you have the shrimps in really bad, in a bad environment. So just the tip of the iceberg. It's actually a no-brainer. Our system can reduce the energy consumption. That means we're also saving a lot of CO2, 20 tons per pond per year actually, on average, 30% energy consumption reduction, which means our system pays for itself. We are renting our system for roughly $100 a month, and the farmer can save roughly $300, $400 just through the energy. So obviously, coming from a cold country compared to Thailand, I use the iceberg as an example. We are focusing in our marketing on the energy savings. Why? Because it's simple, it's straightforward. We install our system and aerators switch off. The farmer immediately sees it, and at the end of the month, there's the energy bill. So he has a direct feedback, kind of feedback loop, what we're doing and why we're doing it. While if I go to a farmer, and this is now for the younger startups, if I go to a farmer and I will talk about oxygen, algae bloom, what's the answer? Yeah, I know many other farmers have this problem, but I'm an expert, I don't. So this is a conversation that you can only lose. So that's why we're focusing on the very simple to understand, very easy to prove. Don't just trust me. Actually, the Ministry of Agriculture has made a study saying that farmers using our system actually increase their profitability by 95%. This is such a huge number that for some time I didn't even use it in presentations because I thought this is just incredibly high. However, it makes total sense. As I said, water quality means stronger shrimps, means higher survival rates. So 52 farms showed that there can be 13% more shrimps surviving at the end, which of course massively increased the top line, which then of course goes through to the bottom line as well. And here's just a graphical explanation again. So coming back to this loop, because now I'm also running out of time before somebody shuts off my microphone. Coming back to this point, as I mentioned, we're selling for 3,300 baht starting, like a subscription base. And why do I put it here? Because as I started in my presentation, if the farm design that I saw earlier on, I love it. I would love my farm to look like that. But how many millions US dollars do I have to invest? Impossible. The 7,000 farmers, 10,000 farmers here in Thailand or the 50,000 in Southeast Asia will not all of them invest millions of dollars each to go from 0 to 100, to go from a horse carriage to a Ferrari. This is why we built our system as an add-on, as an upgrade to the farm, to take a huge step, but a step that is actually manageable and affordable for farmers. So this would be also one of my advices. Reach for the star. Aim for the stars to reach the moon. Stay realistic. Farmers don't spend much money. If you try to sell to farmers directly, super difficult. What we are working on is that actually some of the big companies are paying us for their farmers. So we have one big feed company has started to actually give our systems to their farmers for free as an incentive, as a loyal customer kind of incentive. So this is, I think, where the industry will go, because until we are there, it will take a very long time and it might never even happen. So we have to really improve the farms in this fragmented market that it is right now, which means we have to focus on where to spend the money, where is it really the most useful for the farmers. Anyways, I try to push everything a little bit together. More than happy actually to answer questions.